welcome back. You might remember from the end of the last episode we said we were going to start building this time. Well, here it is. All done. Roofs are for sissies. Now I've just started laying out the very bottom layer, just so I can see how much space it's going to take up, and I can get an idea of how much resources I'm going to need. I'm going to need a fair bit more cobblestone because it's probably going to be 30 or so high. So I can see I'm going to have to do some resource gathering. So I think that's what I'll do right now. Now, as we're looking to gather cobblestone, we can mine it from anywhere. But it's probably best to mine it from quite far down. So maybe we can happen across some diamonds on the way. Probably not this far down. 10 is usually one of my favourite places to mine. I don't normally spend too much time mining for resources, but it's quite early in the game and I haven't established a villager breeder yet. I mean, there's not really much need for gold other than powered rails, and that's pretty much it. Everything else, once you've got your villager set up, you can start trading with the people there, you can buy your weapons and your armour and your tools, you don't need to bother mining diamonds anymore. Lapis is good for enchanting, but again, once you've got some librarians in your trading centre, you don't need to bother. You can get all the items you want, all in the same place. No need to go and risk your neck running into a bunch of creepers or whatever in the ground somewhere. So I don't tend to spend a huge amount of time mining. I'm really only doing this now because it's really early and I haven't done anything yet. And I may have inadvertently led to the death of that village, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm planning in the not too distant future, once I've built the area up a little bit, I'm going out and finding a new village. Hopefully the new village will fare a little better than the previous one. But let's face it can do much worse. Right, well now I've got some cobblestone, and unfortunately literally no diamonds whatsoever. I can start building. Now I'm not really what you'd call a builder in Minecraft. In fact, I tend to be more of a procrastinator. And then I'll put stuff off, or I'll start something, and then I'll get distracted by something else, and I'll never end up finishing it. So this is in fact the first time when I've built something purely for aesthetic reasons, as it is, because like I said, I'm not a builder, and actually carried it through. Normally I'll build things that are functional, like I'll build an iron farm, or I'll build a gunpowder farm, something like that, or I'll build a villager breeder. I've never really actually just built something for the sake of having it there. And this is literally the first time. I think the reason I've got it done is because I'm actually planning on releasing it on the video. And I didn't want to release something that's kind of half finished. Well, I need some more cobblestone, so I'm heading back down into my mine to find some. Fingers crossed I'll actually be able to get some decent ores this time. Last time I got sod all. For any Americans watching this, sod all means nothing. Oh, probably light this up first. That's definitely a zombie I can hear. Oh, redstone, have that. Hang on. If there's a zombie, that means there's probably a cave somewhere. See, I'm getting distracted again, but this is only going to be a quick jaunt away. It's not very far. It's definitely close by. Yeah, it's definitely up. Oh, that didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, let's finish these off. Come on. Come on, fella. Step in front of my sword. That's it. Oh, there's more of them, isn't there? Let's light this up a little bit. abandoned mine? Oh, I've been in here. Well, as you can see, I've finished gathering some resources and precisely 0 diamonds. I'm now just finishing off the, well, the little kind of skirting area, so the transitions aren't quite so harsh. Just pop in some stairs down here, and then I think I need to go and gather some resources. I need to stick a roof on this thing. Wooden roof, probably spruce, I'm thinking. Something quite... Ah, that doesn't fit. Oh, well, that's just annoying. It's gonna do this again, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna have to cut all these off till I get to the straight bit, aren't I? Well... There! Oh, crikey. Oh, hello. Well, let's just deal with this little creeper fiend here. Oh, headshot. Him finished, and... Oh, good. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to need some spruce for the roof, and probably I want to put the door as spruce as well. Also, I'm going to need quite a bit of birch. So, I'll gather that, and I'll be back in a minute. I don't know if I've actually mentioned this yet, but yes, I am indeed building a windmill, and this is me just popping on the supports, and the bits I'm putting at the back to support the sails, which I'm going to be fashioning out of birch trapdoors. So I think that's probably the most cloth-like. I'm going to be doing just 2 wide to begin with, and then I'll see how it looks. Might make it a little bit wider if it looks a bit iffy. I'm not going to time-lapse this because, well, frankly, I can't get replay mod working. So instead, I'm going to use the magic of editing, and you'll see it magically finished. I used the word magic a lot there, didn't I? And also, my S's sounded really weird. Okay, let's take a final look at it, and... Alright, well, I've left some dirt blocks in place as scaffolding, and that doesn't look quite right with just 2 there. Okay, let's add a bit more. I'll be back in a bit. Well, that's it now. It looks a bit better now, it's 3 wide. The thing still looks a little bit all one material, but I've only really got the cobblestone at the minute, so I'll have to have a little play around with adding some more stuff in later. Till then, I think it's time to work on the floors. Right, I've just started putting cobblestone slabs down, and I don't think I like it. I think I want it to be spruce. Well, I've got oak and I've got spruce. I'm thinking spruce. I think oak looks a little bit clean for a windmill. I think this would be a bit of a dirtier environment. I think spruce suits that better. Okay, that definitely looks better. It was just a bit too much cobblestone before. Right, let's start on the other floors. Jesus Christ! Oh no. No, I did not expect to see that there. Right, I'm gonna have to hit and run this little bugger. Oh, you f***ing stupid dog. Get out of the way. Don't need to get blown up, dumbass. One more. Got him. Well, that's not what I expected to see when I opened the door. Right, there must be someplace down here that's spawnable. Oh, it's here. Alright. Looks like it's fixed it now. Don't want to do that again. Well, quite a lot's changed since we were last here. For example, the floors are now all spruce. And I've planted a little bit of a wheat field. Because, frankly, if you're going to have a windmill, you're going to want some wheat to, you know, otherwise what's the purpose of having the windmill? So much wheat, I've managed to turn some into bales. There's Mr. Horsey down there. Hello, Mr. Horsey. Haven't forgotten about you. You will be getting a new home. Also, I've put in this nice little path that leads through the dark wood. Well, it's not dark wood, through the tiger biome. And back to the other village. The village that had the unfortunate incident with the pillagers. May or may not have been my fault. Thankfully, it's not very far. Now, as soon as I find another village, I'm going to start repopulating this one. But I think that's probably about all we've got time for today. So I'll wish you a farewell.